There is no doubt that the biggest losers from this year's draft lottery were the Chicago Sky. I'm sorry, I understand that they got the number 5 pick from the Connecticut Sun, but they also should have been picking number 2 because that's their original pick. That pick had the second highest odds to get the number 1 overall draft pick that ended up being the number 2, which means that the Sky could have picked number 5 as well as number 2. Allow me to refresh your memory. In the 2025 WNBA draft earlier this year, the Chicago Sky traded the 2026 number 1 pick to move up number 11 and draft Hailey Van Lith, who the Sky barely played, who would have been available in the second round for the Sky to draft. And look at the Sky now, without their pick after finishing one of the bottom teams in the WNBA this past season, and they don't have their pick. Instead, the Minnesota Lynx, the team that finished with the best record in the WNBA this past season, has a number 2 overall pick from the Sky. I understand there's a good chance the Lynx do not look like the same team they did last year, on top of having the number 2 overall pick, because they have so many free agents, but it's less about that and more about the Sky's management. Because I'll also remind you that the Chicago Sky traded the 2027 picks, their first round and second round, to the Washington Mystics to acquire Ariel Atkins, which means outside of this number 5 pick, the Chicago Sky do not have the draft assets to build a team. And to watch the Minnesota Lynx with the number 2 pick, your pick, just goes to show you how the Chicago Sky and its front office are the biggest losers from this draft lottery.